Hi everyone, my name is Jenna and welcome to my channel Divine Direction. In this video, we are going to be looking at the messages for the month of September 2021. I just want to apologize for the slight change in setup this month. Unfortunately, I've been feeling very drained lately and I've been dealing with bouts of depression, so I didn't have it in me to go on camera this month. I apologize for that, and I also apologize for my lack of consistency and just not posting as much as I normally have been. It's just been a difficult time for me, so I just want to thank you all in advance for being patient with me, and let's get into your reading. Okay, Capricorn. So the message that I'm receiving for you for the month of September is live your life without regrets. Okay, so what they're kind of making me feel is if you were dying, right? And they're showing me someone very old, okay? So at the end of your life, you're on your deathbed, what would your regrets be? Okay, so if you fast forward all that you've done in your life up to now, and now you are on your deathbed, what regrets would you have? Take a moment to think about that. Maybe you regret not spending more time with your family. Maybe you regret not going out and chasing your dreams. And that's what we're really talking about in this message, okay? Because you do have the planification card. I am seeing someone who's backpacking. Like, these are the big dreams that we have for ourselves that, you know, we might kind of put off, or we might think, oh, that will never happen. And my guides are like, well, why not? Make it happen, okay? They're really giving me some vibes. There's about me in my life, I've always wanted to tour Europe. I always have. And I could have done it. I should have done it, but I kept putting it off because, you know, the timing wasn't right or I didn't have the money. And my guides are like, you know what, Jenna, you could have just put money aside for a while. And, you know, this isn't to bash any of us, but they're saying, you know, if you had put money away over time, you would have been able to pay for that trip. But all I kept seeing was it was thousands of dollars. And I really wanted to go on that specific trip. It was the ultimate European Kentucky tour. So it was a lot of money. And yeah, I do. Do I have regrets about that? Yeah, I wish I went. And they're saying, you know what, you can still go to Europe, Jenna. You can still do it. But you have to actually take the action towards planning that trip, towards saving that money. Okay? So this is a reoccurring message that's coming up for this month and beyond, of course, for a lot of the signs, okay? The time is here. My guides are saying the time is here for you to live your life, all right? So what is it that you want? Do you want to go out and have some fun, go dancing? They're saying like going dancing in another country. Go do that. So what can you do to work towards that? Well, yes, you need to save money. Where do you want to stay? Start planning that trip regardless of how much money you have, okay? Start putting a little bit away. And they're showing me, I used to have this little kind of piggy bank that I made when I was in high school, and I really wanted to go on a trip to Boston with my school and everything. So I put that out there and I would put my change in it. And then my parents and my uncle, like if somebody came over, they might put their change in it. It was my Boston fund. And I ended up getting a pretty decent amount of money put in it. And my guys are like, exactly, like think about the change. It didn't seem like a lot of money at the time to be putting towards it, but in the end it added up to be a lot. And they're saying, you know, you don't have to shell out a bunch of money right away for whatever this is, right? And yours might not even need money, whatever your dream is, your goal is, right? But they're saying little by little things will come together. Okay. So in the case of planning a trip and wanting the money, start putting money away. They're saying in your sock drawer. They're showing me how I have $20 stashed somewhere. It's not a lot, but it's a start, they're saying. And maybe you get a bonus at work and you can add that there. Maybe you end up selling something and you get money there. And little by little, it will add up. And they're saying it could add up really quickly. You have no idea how quickly that could add up, okay? So if there's something that you've been wanting to do, why wait any longer? And they keep saying, with the pandemic, the past couple or year or so, right? Has this taught us that we never know what's going to happen? So now's the time for us to move forward, to do whatever it is that we damn well please, they're saying, okay? Again, a really big message that's coming up, it has to do with relationships, putting yourselves out there, okay? You may have realized, if you've been single through this pandemic, or even if you broke up with someone, you may have realized exactly what you want in a partner or what wasn't working for you. And now with that knowledge, okay, this is what I'm looking for. And they're saying when you narrow that search down, like what you're looking for, it's going to be easier, okay? It might not seem like it at the time. So for example, with me looking for love, I'm a vegetarian. I'm looking for like a vegetarian or vegan. And I live in a farming community, a small town where most of the guys are meat and potato guys, right? So yes, it's going to be harder for me to find someone, but at the same time, they're like, but really, it's not, because you're looking for one person, okay? So don't be discouraged if at first you're not meeting a lot of people like that person, okay? But you have to put yourself out there to be able to meet them, okay? This is really important. They're saying, have patience with this process. And I know they're saying it's easier said than done, but have patience with this process. Because as they keep saying in most of these readings, like look at yourself now and then a year from now, see how far you could come from putting away maybe even $20 a week, okay, for that trip. Or think of how far you could come while trying to date, trying to find that person. You might meet them within a month. You might meet them within a week. You might meet them within the year. The year is going to pass anyways. And it's really important for us to think about our priorities right now. What is it that we desire? For me right now, I'm thinking about, okay, I should really pay off my credit card. And my guys are like, great, you have a goal. Now let's work towards it. Okay. Now I know what my goal is. Like I've always wanted to pay it off, but you know how you just kind of get busy or your focus gets put somewhere else. And yeah, I'm paying the bill every month, but it's not really getting me anywhere. Right. So they're saying, yeah, if you're paying the minimum amount, you're not going to get that far. It's the same in life. If you're putting in minimal effort, you're not going to get that far. You can start with minimal effort now, but gradually add more and more. Okay. So adding the steps. So maybe you're able to shell $20 a week away, right? With your income or whatever like that for this trip or whatever it is that you're working towards. But maybe in a couple of months you get a raise and you can start putting $40 away. Okay. And this is what they're saying. You don't have to be 100% perfect at whatever it is that you're working towards. And by that, I mean, okay, if this is a trip that's $4,000, I really need to start putting away $500 a month. If you can, do it. But if you can't, don't worry about it. And they're saying, we're here to help you with that. So don't worry about it. We're here to help you. Okay. So Capricorn, what is it that you desire? Do you want more income? Do you want more free time? Do you want to meet the love of your life? Do you want to have fun with friends because we haven't been able to do that much for the past little while? Do you want to go to Europe? Do you want to start meditating? Do you want to become a yoga instructor? Okay, whatever it is that you want to do, let's start taking the steps, okay? Now, and they're saying like, think big, okay? You can start small with whatever goals you're working towards. For me, paying off my credit cards is the best thing. You know, it's not a big amount, but to me, that's the first step, all right? But they're saying, you know, think big with these dreams. Was there something that you wanted to do as a kid that you always dreamt of? I remember I just watched a show and it was talking about how someone always wanted to be a backup dancer for a certain artist. And, you know, people might have laughed at them. They might not have thought that they could ever do that. But then they ended up being a backup dancer for that artist. And they weren't even a dancer by trade. Okay? So my guides are saying, like, you have no idea what we can arrange for you. You just let us know, honey, what you want, and let's work together. But you got to take the steps to do so, okay? So be willing to think big. Be willing to charge forward. And be willing to make mistakes, Capricorn. This is all about growth. You do have the growth card on the bottom of the deck. This is about you growing as a person. This is about you enjoying your life the way that you want to. And this is the way it should have always been. And I'm not calling anyone out about this. This is us breaking free of those societal chains, okay? We are breaking free from the chains, okay? And there's one last message for you, Capricorn, that I'm receiving here. Something might show up in your life and you're like, you don't know what to do with it. It might not make sense and it might seem meaningless at the time. Because some of your cards, I'm like, what is this about? What is this about? Okay? But after a while, these puzzle pieces start coming together and things are starting to make sense now. If they aren't for you yet, they will be very soon, okay? And they're showing me a lot of owls in your imagery. Your guides are there, okay? Have the patience because they are teaching you something right now. Oh boy. They are teaching us something and they're saying, don't be scared about it. It's a positive thing, okay? This is a positive thing. So take some time, Capricorn. Decide what it is that you truly want, what you truly desire. Okay? This is the fun thing. Okay? Plan that trip. Oh, they're showing me somebody wants to go on a train trip. I know I did for a while. Maybe going for a train ride around the Rocky Mountains, you know, wherever this is, somebody wants to go on a train trip. Okay? Do it, plan it, dream it, you know? All right, Capricorn, it's time to take action. That's what I'm seeing. You actually physically going out and chasing those dreams. Don't be afraid to dream big, Capricorn, all right? I hope you have a wonderful month of September. Please let me know if this resonates, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.